Yo, what's going on YouTube? I am Germ here. So today we are going to be talking about some CSGO investing slash buying, trading, flipping, whatever the heck you guys, depends on what your goals are, depends on what you want to do. But we're going to be talking about Stockholm in this video today, the 2021 Stockholm Major. And I'm going to be going over 10 of the stickers, the team stickers that I am keeping an eye on slash potentially even starting to build some positions in as far as medium to long-term investments are. You know, I'm not someone that's necessarily looking to go for super short-term flips or trades or anything like that. Now, hey, if I buy something and it skyrockets in a couple of weeks or months or whatever, yeah, I might sell out of it, but mostly I'm looking in the medium to long term, 6, 12, 18, 24 month range, something like that. And I know a lot of people have their eyes on Paris right now and are waiting for the Paris sale and are about to be making some big positions in Paris, but I do think that the past 3 majors in Stockholm, Antwerp, and Rio are also very, very potentially interesting investments as well. And I know there's a lot of people that have their eyes on those because Paris is likely going to be very, very heavily invested in. The supply for Paris is likely going to be pretty crazy. Now, a lot of people are going to argue the demand is going to be crazy as well, but some people are just a little bit too scared of Paris. People think Paris is going to be too oversaturated. So going back to Stockholm, going back to Antwerp, going back to maybe even Rio, for some people is going to be a little bit better. So these are all the different holos from Stockholm, and I have 10 of them that I want to go over that I think specifically could be interesting investments for one reason or another. A lot of reasons why sticker prices could be interesting investments, could go up over time, is that they are a popular org. They have a big fan base. They're a team that's maybe not going to be making it to future majors likely. Maybe they're an org that's disbanded altogether. Maybe they're an org that's changed their logo. Maybe the Stockholm is the only borderless logo, or maybe it's a unique borderless logo. Maybe it has cool colors. There's a ton of different reasons why stickers could potentially be good investments in the long term. So starting off, these are in no particular order. These are just 10 of the ones that I wanted to talk about, is the Sharks Esports holo. But for any of these, it could be a holo, could be a foil, could be a paper, whatever. But the Sharks, because they have a unique logo, this is their only borderless logo. It is a cool design, cool logo. Yeah, obviously that's going to be kind of speculative or, very subjective or whatever. But I think it's interesting. I think it's cool. I think it's different. And I think there's a reason that this one has value and could continue to have value in the future. Right now, it looks like it's selling for about $2.58. If we look at lifetime, this thing has been as high as $9.69. Now, obviously, this is kind of a huge bubble that we'd been in for a while. But, at its lows, you could have got it for around 17, 13 cents even, and it's kind of ran up all the way to where we are now at $2.58. I think this one could be a potentially interesting pickup. I think it's a cool logo, a good looking logo, a borderless logo, and it's just something different in a world where we have a lot of bad logos, a lot of cookie cutter logos. This one is pretty cool, and it's one that I'm definitely going to keep an eye on. I don't necessarily know it's the best pick. Obviously not a super popular, cool, crazy team, not a big fan base, nothing like that. That doesn't mean it can't go up over time, and I think we've already seen it run up pretty crazy, but that doesn't mean there's not more room to run. So I'm going with the Sharks as one of my picks. Next up, I'm going to be going with Gambit. This is an organization that is no longer in CSGO as far as I understand. Also, I think their logo is cool. It's big. It's red. Red is a very, very good color for stickers. And yeah, I think there's a lot of things that this has going for it. I don't believe that this is the only, is it the only borderless? I want to look at Gambit holos real quick. This might be the only Gambit borderless. We have the Stockholm. So yes, this is the only Gambit borderless sticker as well, which I definitely think is a big positive for any of these stickers. Right now it is going for around $2.62, between $2.62 and $2.36, somewhere in that range. At its all-time highs, it's been at $9.17. Again, part of that bubble, but yeah, you can see that it's kind of run up over time. It's kind of crashed back down, and now it's sitting where it is at about $2.62. I think this is overall a really cool logo. Decently popular org, an org that's not going to be getting a new sticker anytime soon. It's definitely not going to be getting a new borderless sticker anytime soon, so you don't have to worry about a new one coming out and crashing this one down. I think it's cool. Big red logo for an interesting team. Definitely keep an eye out on this. I also think it's a little undervalued, kind of cheap. This one is a similar price to the Sharks, but I would say Gambit's probably a lot better pickup than the Sharks, so the fact that they're similar prices definitely has me intrigued about this Gambit Stockholm holo. Next up, one that I want to talk about is going to be Team Spirit. This is a very, very cool logo. It's just a dragon. It's black. That's pretty sick. This is a team that people do know about. Not necessarily the most popular team in the world, but a team that people do know about. Team Spirit, this is not their only holo or their only borderless, but if we go and look at the other borderless, which is going to be Antwerp, we can see Stockholm here, it's the black, and with the Antwerp, it's just a totally different color. I want to actually look at just the holos, because I think the holos we can see this a little bit better. So the holo from Stockholm, this is a black dragon, and the Stockholm, or the Antwerp holo, which is the other borderless one that it has right now, is going to be a white dragon. And also, if we look at the Stockholm, it has less quantity than actually the Antwerp, even though the Antwerp ones, are supposed to be like more rare or whatever. They increase the rarity, yada, yada, yada. Actually, the Stockholm has less quantity and for a lower price. So I think it's kind of interesting. I think the black probably looks cooler than the white and has less quantity and it's older. There's so many good things going for the Team Spirit black, borderless holo from Stockholm that I think this one to definitely keep an eye on. Obviously, this one's a little bit more expensive with the buy orders or the sell orders at $488 right now. All-time highs for this thing is all the way up to $1525, and it's now crashed down to $488. But I do think this is a very, very interesting one that I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on. I think this one could potentially be a very good pickup for anyone looking to kind of get their feet wet into Stockholm. Next up, I want to take a look at Heroic. Now, Heroic is obviously a team that is pretty popular right now. They're one of the best teams in the world. They're doing very great. Also, Heroic has a Paris borderless sticker, so you might be thinking, hey, what the heck? You're saying we want unique logos. You're saying we want different logos. Why is Heroic on this list? Well, let's actually take a look at the Heroic holos, and we will see that this one is actually pretty unique because Heroic actually has 3 borderless stickers, but here is their new logo on their Paris sticker, which is totally different than their Stockholm logo, which is right here. So they had a logo change, so it does make this one a little bit unique. But they also have an Antwerp borderless. So they actually have 3 borderless in total, which is not necessarily a great sign. But the Antwerp is actually a different logo as well. This is the same H with the wings and stuff, but it's got the little diamond stuff or the, triangles on top, which I actually think looks a lot worse. So I do think that overall you could still claim that the Stockholm one is unique, and it definitely looks better than the Antwerp as well. And there's about half the quantity on the market. So I do think that overall this Heroic from Stockholm is a very, very good potential pickup. It has a lot of good things going for it. Again, I think it's a decent looking logo. It's red. It's unique, it's borderless, it's a couple years old, it's a team with some good demand, it's a team that's well known. It's also a team that, there's some rumors that maybe they're going to name change or logo change or, sell their org or whatever, so who knows. That's not necessarily guaranteed. Even if they don't do that stuff, Heroic is still definitely one to keep an eye out on. Next up, in Tropic, this is one that has been getting a lot of publicity and press recently. A lot of people talking about this, saying this is potentially one of the most underrated. Very, very nice, clean green logo. Green stickers are very, very cool. This one has a very, very nice shine, a nice holo. It's a cool looking logo. Overall, I think this one is awesome. There's not very many great looking green stickers out there, so when there is a nice looking green sticker, it tends to do pretty well. All-time highs for this one around $16. Again, this is at $8.50 right now, so this one's actually ran up a little bit more than the others, so I don't necessarily love the current price of this in Tropic Holo, but overall I think in the long term this one still has a chance to do very, very well, and I think it has a lot of good things going for it. Then next up we actually have the Movistar Riders. This one really, really expensive. One of the more expensive Stockholm stickers, but maybe for good reason. Obviously, it's unique. I actually don't love this logo. I think it's kind of ugly. I think it's kind of a weird shape. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily love this one, but obviously a lot of people out there do, considering it's sitting at around $11.91 right now. All-time highs for this thing sitting around $26. So, definitely still some room to rebound, some room to run. This is one that I am probably staying away from, but at least one to make you aware about it because, again, it's unique. I don't really think Movistar is making it to a major anytime soon. I don't even know if they still have a Csgo team. So this is one that, has the potential to run in the future. But this is another one where I don't love the price right now. I don't love the look of it. This isn't one that I would be excited about, but I know some people out there are excited about it, so I wanted to let you guys know. Next up, this is one that's gotten a lot of coverage, a lot of press. This is the Copenhagen Flames. Now, this is one downside for the Copenhagen Flames is this is not their only borderless logo. I believe they have an Antwerp Copenhagen Flames as well, but a lot of people say that the Stockholm one looks better. So even though it's similar, even though they have another borderless, still the Stockholm one potentially has some value. Of course, there's been a lot of the Copenhagen Flames drama recently with their org, going out of business or going bankrupt or whatever. It's a cool logo. It's a fire. It's borderless. That's sick. It's a cool color. A lot of great things going on for this. I think one of the big negatives, one of the big downsides is the large publicity it's already gotten, the large pump that it's already gotten. This kind of leads me to believe that this one might be a little bit overrated, a little bit overvalued, a little bit overpriced. Now, that doesn't mean it can't do good in the long term still. That doesn't mean we can't, see this thing go down a little bit. And if it does go down, it could be a great buying opportunity. Right now, I'm kind of staying away from the Copenhagen Flames, but I can still see the argument for how this one could be a very, very good medium to long-term investment. You can see the all-time high here is $28.54. We're currently sitting around $12.39 for the Copenhagen Flames. I think this is a cool sticker, though. I would love to own it. I just don't know that I love it at these prices, and I don't love that it's kind of overhyped a little bit already. Here's one that I do like, though. Here's one that I'm pretty excited about. This is Vertice Pro. This is, I believe, Vertice Pro's only borderless sticker, which is a huge plus. They're a historic CSGO org. They got a big fan base. They have a very, very cool logo. I think this one actually looks cool as well. The yellow, the orange, the red. It's clean. It's very, very nice. And yeah, it's got a lot of great things going for it. The all-time highs here around $30. Right now, it's sitting at $12.84. This one, I think, actually, you can get in at a pretty good price right now. I think this one is sitting somewhere really, really nice. Now, you do obviously have to worry about Vertice Pro making it to the future majors, getting another borderless sticker, at the next major, something like that. Who knows? But still, until that next major, this one I think has the potential and room to run, and I think it looks pretty good as well. So I get why people could be excited about it. We have two more to go here, and it's two of the biggest bangers from the Stockholm collection. This is the Tai Lu Stockholm. I think this is not... is this their only borderless? I'm not sure. Let me look up Tai Lu Hollow. I tried to make some notes on all these teams before, but I always forget once I actually go back as well. This is Tai Lu's only borderless sticker, but, they're already kind of like a circle logo, so it's not necessarily the same type of thing. But very, very cool logo, popular team, popular sticker, cool color. It's got a freaking red dragon on it. That's badass. That's sick. Some people are saying, oh, next year's the year of the dragon, so maybe it's going to run up on that. Who knows? But this is just an iconic team, an iconic logo, an iconic sticker. People love it. Of course, one potential concern or downside or whatever is the price. It's $22.45 right now, but it is high price for a reason because people love this thing. All-time highs of $54. So, maybe if you think it could get back to all-time highs, it definitely still has some room to run. But this is one of the biggest, baddest, best stickers from the Stockholm collection. So definitely keep an eye on it. In a top 10 video, you'd have to talk about this one. Finally, the last one. You can't talk about stickers from a major without talking about MOUs. Now, a big, big, big downside for MOUs is that they do have other borderless logos. We can go to MOUs Hollow and we can see they do have a Paris borderless sticker that just came out for about half the price of this current Stockholm. And I know a lot of people say, why would I buy this Stockholm MOUs borderless when I can literally get the new Paris one, which is pretty much exactly the same? And I think that's a very, very fair point. That's why I'm not necessarily buying MOUs Stockholm Hollows right now, but some people do think that the MOUs Stockholm Hollow looks better or whatever. Maybe they're coping. I don't know, but I do think that obviously there's a huge, huge, huge desire and demand for MOUs Hollows. The Stockholm being the first borderless one, being a very, very cool one, being a highly sought after one, definitely has some potential and room to run. I know that once the Paris borderless came out, it did hurt the Stockholm MOUs a lot. This thing was all the way up to $135 for it to crash down to around $20 now. So, hey, maybe it's a time to buy low on it. Maybe it's a time to get in cheap, or maybe you just want to stay away from it entirely and go for the Paris one. Who knows? But again, it's one that people are excited about. I'm kind of staying away from it right now, but it's maybe one you want to know about. So that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. I wanted to give you 10 of my top 10 best choices from Stockholm 2021 because I know in the coming weeks and months, a lot of people are going to be potentially looking at making some Stockholm investments. Now, again, I don't think you should buy a bunch of different stickers. I don't think you should buy 10 different stickers or more than 10 stickers or anything like that. If you want to buy a bunch of different stickers, just buy capsules. That's a way you can get, some kind of reach into a bunch of different stickers at once. But if you do want to invest in some stickers, I would pick your top one, your top two, your top three that you believe in the most. Really load up on those and really give those investments a chance to ride rather than being so diversified that even if you make some winning picks, your losers are going to hold you down. But yeah, so like I said, I'm not investing in 10 different stickers from Stockholm or anything like that, but I am kind of taking a look at 10 different stickers, kind of slowly narrowing down my list. And over the next couple of weeks, I will definitely, have my couple big winners that I really believe in that I'm going to be funneling the most money into. And that's what I would kind of do if I was in anybody else's shoes as well. So hopefully this video gave you some ideas and maybe now you have some picks from Stockholm as well. If there's any stickers you guys think I missed out on or your favorite from Stockholm, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then. Peace.